Hello and welcome to Campaign Comrades, your favorite leftist gaming channel. Let's see what we got on the docket. If memory serves, we have a new episode of the podcast that dropped on Monday. My days of the week have been completely fucked up. My work schedule has kind of changed drastically this last week, or it was just in flux. So things have changed from what they initially were. Yes, today is Thursday. We're doing our continuation of Final Fantasy XVI. I have been plugging away when I've had the time, because again, with the kind of craziness of work this past week and a half, been carving out time when I can and time when I probably shouldn't have been playing. I was up till like 2 in the morning last night, getting some hours in. I'm like probably pretty solid into part 2, maybe a little bit towards the back end of part 2. I don't really know exactly. I've like kind of looked a little bit at the main story quest list, and I'm pretty solid into part 2. Just got the fourth icon ability set, which I don't know if I'd say Matt has no problems with spoilers this week because he is playing D&D tonight, so that should be no problem there. They're gonna say like, yeah, for someone like him, don't even look, because it's gonna spoil a little bit of what I've managed to unlock. Although the one that I just did was like pretty obvious that was gonna happen. The biggest spoiler was the third set, but I'm like experimenting with which ability set I like the most. Still, like, I'm like trying to like so I would say like one of the fairest criticisms of the game that's out there is that, yeah, the RPG elements are pretty minor, right? And like that includes like, you know, the skill trait and, you know, skills in general. And it's like, yeah, they are going to give you a lot of options, and when you're able to unlock all the icons, and like as it appears to be the case, is that with 4 unlocked, I've only unlocked half. There are 8 icons. So actually, I guess I'm past half, because Phoenix and Ifrit take up the same slot. But you're only able to equip 3 different subsets of abilities at one time, and so you gotta like kind of dedicate your points to them as you're going along. But what I've done is like I've swapped one out, so I'm able to refund. So it's a generous bit, even though it's, you know, not very in depth. They're very generous in that like you're not locked into, once you've made an upgrade, you can refund it and put it towards the one that you're playing with now, and then if you want to switch back, you can refund those and go back and forth like that. So that's pretty cool. I wouldn't say that they really constitute very much in terms of like build variety. It's more play style, and it's just like what movesets you vibe with, which like we can talk a little bit more about once I'm actually getting in and playing. But it's the last little bits of housekeeping. So we had our episode that Matt led on the Nier series, diving into the Mind Palace of Yoko Taro. That came out this Monday. Go give that a listen. That was a really interesting discussion. It was a really great game. Automata was a really great game and became the majority of the conversation, understandably so. And really happy with that. We'll see how happy everybody is with this upcoming discussion, as we are talking about the Paramount Plus Halo television show. I finished the last episode a couple days ago. I know the rest of the guys are like, you know, have not managed their time well, so it's, you know, biting them in the ass that they have to they have to now punish themselves with binging it all. I was able to kind of spread it out a little bit. I did kind of have to do a little bit of binging myself, just to make sure I was ready in time. But fuck, I'm not looking forward to having to go write some notes and shit for that. I totally forgot. I'm gonna have to do that this weekend. Work never stops. The content machine keeps on churning. And speaking of which, let's continue with your scheduled programming for today. Let's see, I can switch over there, turn off the music. Let's see here. I have to reposition myself because we're on the capture card. So I have to move the mic. You can still pick me up. I fucked around with my lighting just because my like accent light that's like the way I'm sitting is now behind me on this wall. It glares on my TV and I don't like the reflection. Matt and I were commenting on how fucking fast this game boots up. It's absurd. Actually, I need to swap something around here just on my screen layout. Good. Oh, sorry, Andrew, didn't even see you there. I'll be AFK for a bit as I finish making dinner while go Clive, yeah. We're going. But yeah, so like this thing loads so fucking fast. Look, I'm already in it. Boom, we're in it. We have to go talk to Uncle Joe Byron. I always need to check, do I have my stocked up? Am I stocked and topped off? Yeah. Always gotta be topped off. Must always be getting topped. Probably turn the TV volume down just a tad. Just a touch. Just a little bit. It's Uncle Joe Byron.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wayne. He really is the most helpful fellow.
There's no information that money can't buy.
The Guardians and
He's a captain of industry.
Outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith.
It was really funny how they like hand wave away. It's like, oh yeah, he's like super fucking wealthy. He's like one of the top merchants in the region. Just happened to be that he got a healthy head start from, you know, being part of the royal family. But no, he's got to where he is because of his own shrewdness and capability.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
Okay, do I get to actually keep... Do I actually get to keep that? Do I actually get that moolah?
That is all I know.
Because if not, what the fuck are you doing?
Past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kopko withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place.
We are getting doubling. Damn it, that pisses me off.
That Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal
now I
navy
can't
is
fucking
famed
hear it.
for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being
All right,
crucial
that seems
to her
good enough.
ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists
No,
did
it's
indeed
still
enter
getting
this
fucking
area
picked
from
up.
the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts? But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind
I
to
don't know what to
spirit
do.
Kupka
I really
away
don't know
from
what to
under
do.
your very nose.
Like, you know what? You know what I could do? It'll be on the fucking fly. I think I've done this in the past. Gotta add a noise gate that I don't remember the fucking settings for. And see if that makes a difference at all.
That truly had been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither
That
and
seems
yon
to help
by
a little bit.
unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends?
Okay.
Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Still coming in every so often. It catches it.
So it was the Waludas who spirited the wretch away.
Yeah, we
Now
do
I
that.
think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
I just like see a peak every
You have
now
a
and
keen
again.
mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here.
Yeah,
The
I never
Fang
know
would
how
be
this
but
shit
a
fucking
short
works.
detour.
I used to have to deal with it, but NVIDIA Broadcast, has made me complacent. So, open threshold. I think we want to go lower. I think that might help. I think
I'd be glad of
I
the
went in the right
company.
direction.
Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well,
Okay,
but
that
be
seems
quick
to
about
be-
it, my boy.
That seems
Time
to have
waits
done
for no
something.
man.
I'm gonna end up having to get those. I'm gonna have to end up getting those wireless headphones. I kind of want to rewatch that
Here for
because
another of my lectures.
I was way too
We met
distracted.
under curious circumstances. Naturally,
It's hilarious. They've introduced a character who's literally named Mid. She's Sid's daughter.
still,
What do you think about
Lord
old Joe Byron?
Rosfield.
uncle. Doing uncle magic.
Why? What is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here. Study it well, Clive.
These bits like are similar to like the lore compendium and shit.
Very good.
But it's like I find them really hard to parse,
And how
and
may I assist you today?
I didn't mean to back out, so like I don't know
Once more?
why.
Very well.
Yeah, I'm rewatching this because I got distracted. I want to know what the fuck's going on.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
Which we just fucking cleared
So can
out.
the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift.
That is funny
and
because
every
they're
bit as feared as the kingdom's
going
legendary
all Nordic
cavalry.
with their
A fitting flagship for a land
symbolism
apart.
because
Her
their
naval presence being
dominant
crucial
or
to
their
her
icon
ambitions
is
beyond
Odin.
the Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde.
Looks like we're going after another one of these mommy crystals.
Being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Damn it, my fucking water bottle's fucking leaking. Come on. I can't deal with all this shit. Just trying to play my game. Need this thing fucking dripping on me the whole time.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Thank you.
It's finished outfitting our little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
God damn it, it's still
I'm not
fucking
going there
catching.
to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head.
I
I won't
mean,
risk any more than I have to.
aren't we trying
I
to
promise.
take down the crystal?
The lands around the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
I mean, it's probably only going to get worse during the the fucking cutscenes, or not the cutscenes, the action sequences.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
We do love Joe Byron, Uncle Joe Byron. He is a character. Okay, this is the first actual... I mean, we were in one of these cities before, but yeah, no... There was no marker. Yeah, it's weird. Like, for being so far into the game, like, we've really only... I mean, I guess there's just no markers here, but, like, we've really only got uncovered... I mean, uncovered is the wrong word, but filled out only a portion of the map, because we got, so the Dalmatian Republic here, the Crystal Dominion, and Glued over here, which, you know, the mission is to destroy the Crystal Mommies, so we gotta go there eventually. So here's an interesting dilemma. People, like, you know, talking about, like, oh, you know, like, it's definitely bad that there are, you know, that there's only white people in this game, sure. But they're like, oh yeah, and they've got like a you know, Middle Eastern coded kingdom and all that, you know. It's like, okay, so do we just want like the desert biome to be
Trading post it is.
just like you know, stereotypical brown people, or like how do they walk that balance? Obviously they chose not to walk it at all and just go, yep, they're all basically white people. Icy scorpions.
Beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Roasted. Let's go back over here. We're gonna bob and weave, zig and zag. Ooh, you're new. Ow, I grabbed you. I grabbed your goofy ass. How'd you hit me? Oops, wrong button. I screw myself up a little bit now and then because I've kind of changed up the inputs for some of these abilities somewhat recently.
Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle.
I would never do that to Ambrosia.
I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Okay, was that the direction actually I wanted to go? Yes, okay. Because I don't want to miss out on any enemies. Got to get that XP where we can, baby. Wild chocobos are the one thing I will not fight, because chocobos are friends. I fought the one bluebird one, so I could get it in the bestiary, and that's it. Because also, unless they have a bluebird, I don't think they're hostile. So yeah, I don't fight anything that's not hostile. Let's explore over here.
Easy does it.
Hello. Still getting used to the block. There we go. Hell yeah.
Soil and stone!
But yeah, the Titan abilities are fucking sick. They are really, in some ways, if you get them right, if you can get a feel for the, because I think it's, I'm getting a better feel for it. I think it's a better, basically it's a super block, you know, a perfect time block. I mean, it has a regular block, but like, it's a perfect time block that I think is a better version of the parry. That like, I can't work consistently just because the attack animation, it's on the same input as attack, and attack animations are not all uniform. You know, like depending on your distance, what part of the combo you're in. Ooh, okay. I don't think that's better than what I have. Pretty sure I've got one of the better... Yeah, I've got the Drake Slayer's belt, which I think is, like, potentially going to be one of the best items in the game. I don't know for certain about that.
I can't see a thing.
telling
Come
you.
alive! Let us turn back before we lose our way.
Damn it. So, the latest one that I've changed is that one. Is like I used to have ignition on that button, but I've since changed it, and it's fucked me up.
Titan!
Because ignition is a fucking really good. You know, I like the mobile crowd control possibilities with that one. Okay, like I said, we're not finding chocobos. Chocobos are friendly. Even though they apparently eat them in here, which I find upsetting.
All yours, Torgo.
But there is, like, one thing I've found is that the combat is, you know, not only very satisfying, but I think it is exceptionally well paced. It's some of the best pacing in the game, whereas some have complained, I think rightly so, about the opening being poorly paced. you know, there's I even commented on it in my first stream last week that the opening is very strange, very strangely paced, as it like is just so many cutscenes that just kept like taking you out of the action, and just cutscenes on cutscenes on cutscenes, and it's a bit much. I think it could have been handled a little bit better. I think that has smoothed out considerably as the game has progressed. All right, so we'll just take out these scorpions here and then go back, because I'm betting we go to that settlement after wherever we are now.
Time to fight.
Damn it! Every time now I've fucked it up. I don't know. I was doing so much better earlier. Not fucking that up. 'Cause that's one of the mega moves that takes a while for it's got a pretty long cooldown. Okay, so the objective did just change to that town, but like, let's go check and see what's back here. So while having party control would be nice, one thing I do like that I don't have to deal with is managing party health. I absolutely don't miss that. Okay, I've got things I can upgrade. Okay, I think as much as I want to upgrade ignition, I think I gotta do gouge, just because it's starting to fall a little bit behind on its utility. Go ignition next, then this one, then we'll start mastering those, then it's just mastering the big ones, and then can kind of go from there. Like, the game is like pretty generous with basically with like your skill points.
So, Lord Cook has finally.
But I also have equipped the XP boost, an XP boost item, which I think was really necessary. Even though, like, I'm like literally trying, as has been exemplified here, I'm like, with the, again, exception of our Chocobo friends, seeking out every single enemy encounter that I can.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
I felt like I had been slightly underleveled. Hit me! Hit me, coward! trying to do the parry. I still like need practice with it. Owned, you dumb bitch. But as I was saying, the traditional parry I find is harder because it's tied to attack animation and attacking at the same time as an enemy. And since attack animations are vary based off the combo, the singular animation for the shield pull-up from Titan is so much more consistent, so it's much easier to pull off. But still very satisfying to do so. Nice little oasis town. Uh-oh. The best boy is... You smell something off.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
You should buy it. It's really good. You like action games?
Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Mike, I think, would loathe it because of how many cutscenes there are. Like as I was saying earlier, it's much the balance is much better once you get past kind of the tutorial or the demo section. What was the demo? The prologue. We'll call it the prologue. That's what it is. What makes you hesitant about just not wanting to pay $70? Like, I'm okay with it because I even got the deluxe edition because it's actually now kind of rare that I'm buying games day one. There are only a select few. It's like one, maybe two a month that I've found. It's still a lot,
if you're
but
after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
see, they eat the chocobos. It upsets me.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
It upsets me, and I don't like it.
Would you rather be my squire?
Can't you say he's your uncle? Why can't you say we're here in the desert doing uncle magic? Ooh, someone got a nice charcuterie, a cheese board. Alright, so some of these folk are darker skinned. She's not. That's Joshua's aid. We're in the same place. Brothers so far, but so close. A tale of two brothers. Eat.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
Travel downstairs.
We must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
But Andrew, I'm going to keep asking why are you waffling?
You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
If you want to buy it, buy it. What's stopping you? Does she know what Clive looks like?
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead Skim, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker.
Yo, what about whatever happened to OPSEC?
Well, let's get
Same
this down
preset
us.
for him.
We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
God damn it, Uncle Byron.
Uncle?
Sorry.
God damn, just like two ships passing in the night. Never shall the two meet.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads.
Do you have a
We've got
warrant?
business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
Gotta get it in while you can. He's now definitely high up on the list for best NPC.
Moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Hell yeah. And again, and some people had the gall to say that there's no humor in this game. I'm turning this into fucking mincemeat. Come on, you bitch, do it. Do it, pussy. Do it. Do it. Do it, come on. Damn it. I just dick kicked him to death. Amazing. Ooh. Ooh-wee. Yeah, the best like execution animations where he just fucking curb stomps somebody. Way to be, Lord Byron. Way to be.
For your trouble.
See, he's doing Uncle Magic.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Does she not know what we look like? I really want them to put in the patch where I can turn off fucking motion blur. That's one of my major complaints. Oi.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Got that demon in me. Got that dog in me. He's literally got a demon in him. Yeah, I fucked this place up. Did I just create that?
Clive?
Look out the window, you daft idiot. Come on. He doesn't like his vegetables.
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Like I said, 2 ships in the night. Never shall the two meet. Orbital is super best boy, and I forgot I haven't pet him in a minute. Game automatically gets brownie points because can pet dog. Which is if you do it like 5 times, you get the trophy, and that's what it's called. You can pet the dog.
To find Kupka before, we do now.
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up. When did you get so big?
Hey, like a boy. Hey, like a boy. You can give him a treat too, which is awesome.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter how rocky the road.
So let's turn back. How much you want to bet there's something back here?
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Once you go flat.
Sniff, good sir.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle
See, the motion blur is just outrageous. They have said that they are going to add a toggle. You can turn it off. Some people are getting sick. Some people are getting motion sickness. Which, that's not a good thing. That's not good. You don't want that. It's something you definitely don't want in your game. But yeah, my game makes people violently nauseous. You don't really get the effect when it's in combat. It's just walking around. There we go.
Fucking men of the wrong.
I also think Mike would be disappointed in this because the loot is like not super satisfying.
Let me treat you.
as like I was saying, like yeah, like it's making some people like dizzy and nauseous, and it like hasn't been that bad to me. Of course, until now. Like now that I'm saying it, like I feel like this area is bad. It's particularly bad. I don't know if it has to do with the lighting as well, but yeah, it don't make me feel so good.
Ah,
We don't kill
they've
some
closed
dudes.
the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Aww.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other
They
collaborators.
say
are
this,
all
is this
with
another
Mommies,
dame?
the wealthiest and most successful members of
My
the
new
community
chair
citizens.
is very
I'll wager this
comfortable.
Rosina Dalamil is the same.
I like how I like the
That would
recline.
certainly
It just
help
reclines
to
from a
narrow
hinge
the
on the back,
search.
not
We
the
need
whole
only
seat.
inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Let's do it. Let's do it. These are the types of areas where they love to hide loot. There you go. That water is very pretty.
Mommy, I want to play with the crystal. How many?
I did try at one point switching to graphics mode to see how it felt, because you know the
Anything I can interest you in?
the issues with frame rate on the
Here you are.
on quality on performance mode are not, you know, non-existent.
Very well.
So, oh, actually, no, I got things I can fucking sell
Are
you.
you looking for something in particular?
But it makes the motion blur a lot worse. So I switched it immediately back.
Thank you kindly. Pleasure trading with you.
Yeah, I think that's all I have that can be
for your
sold.
custom.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me.
I know how to
My
talk to
good
the merchant
man,
type.
We represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies.
You know, Uncle Joe
I
Byron,
suppose you
you're
could
sounding
do
like a little
worse than
bit
start your
of
search at one of those.
Thank you.
a sex pest with
You've been most
that
helpful.
with that accent.
Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
We gotta speak with 2 townsfolk. We're not talking to the
This
rabble.
river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream before the canyon.
Yeah, that's enough, lady. I don't need to hear from you.
What do you want?
Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say?
Can we get a new sword there?
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Who are you?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you.
What's he doing in there?
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Further knows.
Immediately is suspicious of a guy who just hangs out in the public baths.
Excuse me. Are you Further?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well.
Like we got a nice hookah salesman behind us right now.
Arrange an introduction.
The bordello.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
Uh-oh.
I beg your pardon?
We've pissed somebody off.
Play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Yeah.
Stay down.
Oh, damn it. I was looking at the wrong guy. Give up. Come on now. I was saying earlier, I'm quite solidly in part 2 of 3. I'd say I probably got at least another 15 to 20 hours, probably, because I'm like doing everything I can. Yeah, you were saying earlier, Andrew, say what's making you basically not sure if you want to buy it. You say you want to buy it, then fucking buy it. It's good. The game is good. I think you'd like it. Is it that you're just busy playing other things, or what's the deal? What's the dealio? You Mr. Boss Man.
Boss, he wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Further?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Yeah, so I think I'm about. So yeah, I'm going to actually. I can jump into this one now that I'm done with Nier. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I mean, and you've already played Control, which is going to be our. You're leading the your choice episode for Control, which you've already played. So you're good for a while in terms of pod requirements.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Lightly and dark, fresh from the grill. Get it while it's hot.
So yeah, you should have time to do this. But like, I think I'm like, here. Let me just. This shouldn't fuck anything up, but. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, I'm 26 hours in. I'm 26 hours in, and it's about 50. I've read it's about 50-ish hours. I don't know if that's including everything, so... Yeah, I've got like another 20 or more hours left.
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
It's like me another week and a half, 2 weeks maybe.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of
Just realized I'm not yet
experience.
actually in the midst of a game right now and don't have one for the pod for a bit. Yeah.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second?
I won't waste your time.
Who is this
Any
fucking
passage
kid?
through the south gate.
Who is this fucking guy? Interesting.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing.
I was just like noticing like the detail on his leather work
So
is
for
really,
you, I too
really
have
impressive.
nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man. as
Dude,
you
you're
can
sitting
see.
around. You're just chilling.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
And what's that?
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're gonna listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet, even then, I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries.
Something's fishy here.
I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word
Dude,
of
your
advice
beard is
in
gray.
recompense. Follow the crystals.
Follow the
Oh, that was
crystals.
3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
You tricky bitch.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any
I'm
longer
going to
than we
assume
need
it
to.
is probably going to be very simple. It's just like, here, go to this place.
Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the
We were the only ones
crystals.
causing trouble in Dalamil.
There we go. Follow the crystals. What the fuck? I don't see any crystals. I don't see any crystallia. Oh, there we go. It's fucking gay. Hello.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves.
Have you ever heard of a
We had
match?
a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't
A
as if
flint
we
and
buy them on the
steel.
black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
So Andrew, if you purchase, you're gonna go physical or digital?
The most fragrant herbs needed to a silken soft.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm...
Ooh. I'll get that sword polish. Yes, thank you.
I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back in the inn by now.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Didn't we pay for it though?
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Stairs with a special someone.
I'll go and fetch him.
He getting his sword polished?
Let me treat you.
What are you doing?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
So you know what's funny? I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna continue streaming, you know, for another hour and a half or so, and then I'm gonna keep playing this on my own. Hehe. I like kind of have the day off tomorrow. I don't have meetings tomorrow, but I do have to do some work that, like, may interfere with my playing, so I've got to get it in tonight when I
Bait,
can.
my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course.
Let's
It's
protect
forbidden
the
to trade in such
crystals.
things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So
They're gonna stick you in the kidney, Uncle Byron.
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But
God
enough
damn it,
about
Byron,
my
you're out of
little act
touch.
Subterfuge. What did you
Goddamn coastal elite, Uncle
The supply
Byron.
of crystals has dried up of late, and some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged,
Bom, bom,
and put an
bom,
end to the
bom,
trouble Lubor
bom.
spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
One
I
other
arranged to meet
thing
with the soldiers in a
that
secluded corner of the Velcroy,
I feel
far from
is
prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
So another thing that I find like very cool about this game and an interesting way to balance. I mean, there are story bosses that are some of the hardest challenge, but like the majority of your combat is not too difficult. You're largely just tooling on some basic mobs, but then boss fights, like your big story boss fights. Largely, there's been two that were a decent challenge. But then they give you, like, the real challenging bosses are all optional. I mean, like, they tie some pretty important resources to them for crafting. But, you know, they're still technically not mandatory. Likely something squirreled away in this corner. Oh, there's something. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Boom boom. Nice. Who's still alive? So, I guess in a way you could call my approach to most of these kind of like semi-open sections is kind of grinding, you know, like just going out of my way to find every encounter. But there is the possibility to do actual grinding in these same places. Like there are several that as you continue, particularly doing side quests, they all respawn, so you could just, you know, keep going back and refining them, although at a certain level you are outpacing them to the point where it's really not doesn't do a whole lot. Interesting. So that actually do damage? It just, I guess it does damage and lifts them up? Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool. Ooh, that looks like something over there. Over there? Nope, that's way too involved. Not doing that. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Damn it. I really do like the Titan block. It's fucking sick. It feels real good. They've asked us to a secluded part of the desert near an open crevasse. What could possibly go wrong?
I'll take it from here.
Uncle Byron, no. Yes, I do really like it. Like, it starts off, kind of simple, but they have done a really good job of pacing out when you're acquiring new abilities. I get why they do this, that you can only have 3 sets of icon abilities active at one time. It would become way too much to cycle through. But I feel like I'm leaving certain utility behind that I wish I could kind of interchange a little bit more.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Snap, 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 snap.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road,
Mr. White,
what
we cooked a
guarantee have
good
I
batch.
it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Fair enough.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh?
I forget. The Royalists are... Oh, the Royal Knights of Waloed. One of the Rock. Yeah, okay. I knew all that.
What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And
Goddamn mommy
good
crystals.
friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
Damn cahooters.
What is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill
Nah.
them. Kill them both!
Nah, I'm about to murder y'all. Dang it. Oh well.
It's not
Still
over
fucked
yet,
him up.
Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
Soil and stone!
Come on, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get a block off. Let him hit. Let him cook.
Stay down!
Oh, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Okay, I'm looking for another 1,000.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage.
You did pretty good. You did pretty good, Joe Byron.
Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates.
I feel like my PC keeps giving me these fucking pop-ups
This
that
was
are
the trouble you spoke
dragging
of.
my attention.
The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army.
Boils is a very fun word for loot, yeah. Indeed it is. I will say it is another fair criticism of the game, though, is that, again, the loot system is pretty underwhelming. Like, you know, like, oh, some, like, random generic crafting material that I have hundreds of at this point. Whoopee. There's, like, rare materials that you need to make, like, the actual good items, but, like, those tend to only drop from, like, the special monsters you have to hunt. Or, like, from a big boss fight.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
So, it's just like, oh, okay, cool.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive.
He's like everybody else on the internet clowning on this guy for being named Clive.
Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the south gate.
Motherfucker's named Clive.
You've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield.
It's Lord Joe Byron.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the...
You're in dreaming.
Here, wear this.
People love giving me brooches and badges. Seals. I gotta be decked out in these by now. They're like fucking Boy Scout badges. Cub Scout badges, more like.
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Okay, okay.
Stelan. Tu Isakelis.
The carrier pigeons are pretty dope. They're mind-reading birds.
Trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
You're like a blacksmith of some renown. Can I get something off you? Can I buy some of your goodies?
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Come on, give me something. Give me summit. Okay, couple questicles.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luba's having fun.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Alright, come on.
Wait. Sorry. My mind. I'm Sava.
I do like to skip through these because it's just like, okay, it's not a big deal, let's go. These side quests are pretty mundane.
Former apprentice if I don't pass this test. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies... I don't suppose you have any idea.
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's
But I am
Kiss
doing
is,
every single side quest.
and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can
Don't care
find.
how bad they are, because like they are blissfully not that involved. I like I like side quests that are easy to complete.
I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information.
You're right. There's no... Now, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil. There's the butcher. Of course, they're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their... Right. I'll talk to every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope that someone says something...
Because it's kind of, I mean, I guess it's all supplementary stuff, but like...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle.
This renown, like the majority of the rewards that you get for most quests now is this thing called renown, which is just like you get these rewards when other rewards when you get to a high enough level, which is some good stuff.
Carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Softness, like eating a cloud with dust.
It's just the two.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I...
Are you all right?
Come on now. Are we helping landlords now?
Baths are
Alright.
closed. Leave on second thought. Perhaps you are...
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The water's turned scalding hot and I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dust...
Alrighty, we'll do it.
I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of salt. These baths are all that keep me from my livelihood, my...
We will not prioritize that one. We'll finish this one here in town.
Hanging lanterns! Ah, they've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
But you can't even fill my cup. 1,000 gil for a meal.
I'll be asking for you again.
Carving out a niche.
Silver platters, sweet incense, wax, and all.
Who do I need to talk to?
Plates and pots, bowls and basins.
Where are you? Being tricksy, are we? Playing hard to get? Oh, no, here's right there.
Back to the Fang now.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what...
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. Your knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
I feel like your opinions on the side quests are going to totally vary by perhaps your recent experience with side quests.
Clive. You and I...
Masters of the Blade, and devilishly handsome to boot.
What?
Ah. So Cid's old ally was the original lady, I'm guessing.
Alas. Still?
Suppose there's enough for me to go around.
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here as long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lining their coffers far from prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican something. Not that edicts from Rendala carry much weight in these parts. Dalamil has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules. I mean, that's the case everywhere, guy. Till Kupka built a castle of his in the heart of the Mother Crystal. Men may be liberal with their coin. They're anything but the exercising of their authority, which is, I'm sure, I don't need to tell you.
How very fitting. Of course, there's simply no other way. Farewell now.
Bye-bye.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp.
All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark.
Yeah, dude, it's just gotta be good.
I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't...
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin. The trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's. I bet she'd know a thing.
Of course. It's never that simple. Let's ride.
That's better. You deserve a rest. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
Now learn for yourself,
If you're
bruh.
looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
Aha, we're making alloys here.
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose.
Look, limestone's a
Folk
mineral.
first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell!
Okay.
That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate...
Limestone. Five sides.
I can't... You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terrace.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back.
Right you are.
Pretty sure the terrace is where I needed to go for the other thing. Okay, so good. Time to ride. Ride like the wind. I feel like this definitely... The reason why you can do this is because this is coming from the Final Fantasy XIV people. You know, mounts are a big part of MMOs. I ride into the...
Back to the stables, girl.
Apparently not.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
It would be cool if I could ride them into town.
The juiciest meat.
To a silken softness.
Lights and buds! Oh, just look at the wait, incense! What?
Pretty sure I gotta leave. Was just checking. You never know. There's always stuff hidden around. Oh yeah, I used a potion.
Anything I can interest you in? An excellent choice.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as
This
I
game
thought.
is getting a little
Then allow me
Kupka-esque.
to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Telmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
Come on, who do you think we are?
To beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will
Damn it,
enter
so
via
many
the mines,
glasses.
where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose
Oh
another,
man, you starting to get a little
people
crush
start to
on
think
me?
Careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another.
How the fuck do I get over
Hopefully this is
there?
what Southern needs.
How the fuck do I get over there?
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press.
What the hell are those things?
They're bob-ombs. And they're about to go bye-bye. I can figure out how the fuck to get over there. Gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. But still, even though the rewards for like stuff like that mostly suck, you know, the best thing you can possibly hope for are replenish your potions. The design is still good because it's like, ooh, yay, shiny.
That explains the heat.
Boys. These things are kind of tough.
Out of the frying pan.
Oh. The funny man. Nice. Took a little more damage than I would like.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Should be able to yoink ourselves back over.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of this.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
The handover animation takes a little long.
You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for it. Now, time.
Come on, make me something good. That looks ugly as shit.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
That looks like fucking dog water.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
Yeah, the water is very good, but this is definitely the area with the prettiest water so far.
Waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we?
And don't forget, I don't have it in graphics mode at the moment either.
Think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next
I mean, my
question.
guy's still just an apprentice,
How
so...
much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher?
Ooh, surprisingly based here.
The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava: know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will.
Kid's still got a lot to learn. Never stop learning.
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Right, I like this guy. Guy's head screwed on right.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
Honestly, that knife looks like shit.
Pass your test.
Terrible.
That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do,
You should be ashamed.
I'll give you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Alright, what are you giving me? What do you got for me? I'll take the renown. I'll take it. A single goblin coin? You fucking bitch. Exchange for one greatsword forged to the specifications here under. Red Rooster Trading will pay the sum of 1,000 gil. Do you honestly have more to talk about?
What is it now?
No.
Best of
you don't.
luck.
You don't. Fuck off.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest.
Take a sniff, good sir. Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest.
There he is. Ocean man. I was hoping we'd be seen. The baths grow more bearable by the moment.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this.
Not what I expected.
Come on, what do you got? I don't need to regale you with my life story.
You tell a fine That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of... But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Right. It's high... I
think that's a level up. Ooh. So that's worth it. Breath of the Inferno, Ignition, cooldown, and I'm all about damage, baby! Except for the big guys. The big ones, cooldown's important, because the cooldown is fucking long as hell. Alright, nice. We have just enough to master Ignition. What was this one? I don't care about that one. Don't care about those. Don't care, don't care. Next is these two. Getting these two up to snuff, then I can start focusing on trying to master the remaining ones I've got equipped. The big ones last.
Sweet incense!
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
What am I looking at for items? Can I use one? Oh, no.
I got a crystal.
That's because I leveled up. That's right. Tactical level up. We love it. Come on, girl. Time to vroom vroom.
Come on, girl, the gate's open now.
We've already been over here. Ooh, but did we go all the way? And everything that's out. Yeah, I guess we did. This is definitely the prettiest water in the game. Not that the rest is ugly, but just this one. The color is the color pops here, and particularly on the OLED monitor. Yeah, and even not on graphics mode, this is a very pretty game. Where's said obelisk?
There it is. Drake's Fang.
That don't look like a mother crystal. That don't look like a mommy crystal
Will
to
be
me.
hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will.
Chocobo is thick, hell yeah. Only the thickest birds. I am, in fact, the biggest bird.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have.
But the
done
actual
so.
heir is still
The
alive.
ship has sailed. You
But I don't think either of us want it. Just let the kingdom go. It's gone.
Forgive me, but I
Bye bye.
I fight to build a new world now.
I'm trying to rule the world, not some fucking duchy.
Men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation
Let the past die,
that strove to
yes.
improve the plight of bearers.
Still kept them as slaves, though.
Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance.
Oh yeah, he did lots. He was nice to his slaves.
You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Goddamn coastal elite again, just buying their way in.
Go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew.
What it do,
We
nephew?
have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Good boy. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Oh, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come, alright. Alright, let's go back to the hideout really quick. I doubt there are any recipes that have unlocked. Ooh, but there's a hunt. So we're absolutely gonna do that.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
It's my boy, Nectar de Moogle. Ooh, B rank? Fuck yeah. Fulfilling merchant, blah blah blah. Okay, so an area where we just were, but you know, fuck it, I don't need to go searching for it. That's what the Google is for. Okay. Okay. Ooh, and actually he gives something that we want. That we very much want. So that is where... Fuck. Fuck, man. Okay. Let's go quickly check in. Because, yeah, I don't think there'll be anything. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just Yeah, I know there's nothing that they can make now. The one thing that I can make is dependent on me getting this item. Okay, so what does it say? The fuck? My phone, it be bugging. Yeah. Oh, we get your ass. Stop trying to fight Toro, fight me. Oh. Oh, bitch. I just realized that I totally have forgotten about certain shit you can do in combat. Damn it. Too early.
All yours, Torgal.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Ambrosia is absolutely nice with it. Yeah, it is funny that chocobos are literally Big Bird. Like your classic yellow chocobos are just fucking Big Bird. Where are you, Mr. Turtle? Where is Mitch McConnell? I must destroy him. Oh, there he is. Cool save guy. Hello. He's a big turtle. He's just a big old turtle. You don't scare me.
Well, Clyde.
Okay, that's new. Ouch, I dodged that. Wait. What the fuck? I fucked that up. Should have been able to do way more damage there. Uh-oh, can't see. God damn it. I hit the wrong button there, damn it. I forgot that I can fucking... that these guys are very easy to... These guys are very easy to block. They telegraph their hits really easy. Oh, ouch. Oh, boy, that hurt. That sucks.
You're a fine hound.
Got his ass. Hell yeah. That's the shit we needed. Used more potions than I'd like.
Better already.
You might as well top off, because we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the hideout. Yes. Let's see, where are we at here? Okay. I probably am gonna call it. Just because at a story transition, I don't want to, like, it just is a natural place to stop, because I'm going to keep playing, but just not on stream.
And what can I do for you? It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
There's none of that I want.
Come again.
Don't want it. Don't need
I'm not
it.
much bothered either way.
But I do want this. Yes, I will probably keep playing for like another 2 hours at least. But I'm gonna do that myself. Okay. Yes, this is better than what we got. Much better. I guess just decently better.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else?
Nice, nice. Nicey. Very nice, Caesar-chan. I trust you will forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it is worth, you now have earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. I think he's hitting on me.
Sid's going to find Kupka and finish the...
Wait.
Tome says he's looking for books about
Always got to keep talking to this guy. Largely because he just gives you... It's going to give you a trophy when you get him to a certain level.
What
Pretty good.
shall we consider today?
I also am, like, you know, trying to fill out all these. Okay. Not going to read all these out. The job. Foreign clergy, divine the future. They're reading the crystals. Almost done filling out the bestiary. Almost done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Assuming a good many of those are going to be
The door to
boss
the shelves shall ever be open.
Okay, I think that's all we need. All we need here. I do not have enough to upgrade this guy. Yeah, I'm not sure which one I'll upgrade first there. Double save. Alrighty. Thank you for joining us, folks. Let's see. Probably playing a group game next Tuesday. Then I don't know if Andrew will be moved in and settled enough by then to stream on Wednesday over on Twitch. You can check us out, twitch.tv/campaignComrades. But here are all the socials. And be sure to check out upcoming episode of the podcast where we will be discussing the Halo franchise and how it pissed off all the fans. Should be good on Wednesday? Cool. Let me know what you're playing. I'm off from D&D that week, so I'll be around. Let me know what you're doing. But for the rest of you, I will see you next Thursday. Good chance, strong chance close to finishing up this game. Finishing up Final Fantasy 16 next week. Maybe. I feel like I'm about halfway, and I started a week ago, so would track. But who knows? Maybe play something with one of the guys. I don't know. But either way, we will see you on Thursday. Till then, good night, good gaming. We will see you in the future. Bye-bye, everybody.